1-800-GOT-JUNK. Brian Scudamore. Have you guys YouTubed him? Have you looked up 1-800-GOT-JUNK? I'm sure if you've been in the business for any more length of time than a couple months or a couple weeks, you probably ran into a 1-800-GOT-JUNK ad of some sort or something when you're looking up junk removal. Now, 1-800-GOT-JUNK is not in every area. Brian Scudamore built a business, I would say, within 40 years from one location to hundreds of locations. Each franchise was selling for between like $150,000 to $250,000. And each location was bringing in, $1 million or more every year. Now, some places might have been doing $800,000 or $900,000, but most locations were doing $1 million every year. And eventually, you couldn't buy no more 1-800-GOT-JUNK franchises in the United States. They're all sold out. All the territories were taken care of. Unless, of course, you wanted to pay a pretty penny for some of the ones that have already been made. Some businesses are willing to sell out really quickly if they'll get a good price. So, Brian Scudamore, 1-800-GOT-JUNK. Check him out, the backstory of when he was in college trying to come up with extra income and then decided to quit going to college to pursue the junk removal business full time. When this guy went from just picking up trash in a pickup truck to literally having hundreds of locations, building a multi-$100 million business. I think it's $1 billion business now. Was able to retire, start doing other ventures. It's a very cool backstory. I'm going to try to put some of the video clips on here for you guys to watch. So if you're curious about Brian Scudamore or 1-800-GOT-JUNK, just keep following along, give it a quick thumbs up. Don't forget to like this little video. As always, check out the other videos. Subscribe, give us a thumbs up. And 1-800-GOT-JUNK, Brian Scudamore.
Yeah, it's been 30 years in the making. It's been a leadership lesson for me. It's been that willing to fail mentality of year after year you make mistakes. In 1994, 5 years into the business, I fired my entire company, 11 people, because I knew I needed to restart. Yeah, and that's how you learn. Being willing to fail, make mistakes, and then get back up, pick yourself up, and off you go.
The book, for anybody who hasn't seen it, is actually titled WTF. But again, before you misinterpret any of this, willing to fail. What's the biggest failure you ever had that you felt like really helped you down the road?
Yeah, I think the biggest failure was I recruited the wrong COO one year. I got an ex-Starbucks president. I hit the jackpot. She wanted to move back to Canada, where she was from, and run my little company. And we were not ever aligned. We worked well together, we had fun together, but our visions were slightly different. She wanted to build the company out commercially and drive the commercial side of the revenue. And I wanted to go after residential revenue, which is our bread and butter.
Yeah, and I have to say, I was telling you just before we came back on camera that I hear the ads and I'm drawn in every time. I've never actually used the service, but I'm so tempted because the idea of pointing at stuff and making it go away is so incredibly addicting.
It's like magic. Customers use us all over the United States and Canada, and so over $300 million in revenue. We're doubling again over the next 3 years, and we're loving life.
How did you come up with the idea?
I was in a McDonald's drive-thru of all places, and I was trying to find a way to pay for college. I saw this beat-up old pickup truck. It said Mark's Hauling on the side. I looked at the truck, and $700, and a week later, I went and bought my own truck and started the Rubbish Boys with a vision for something bigger. And 10 years later, we franchised and became 1-800-GOT-JUNK. And the day when I had to sit down with my dad, who's a liver transplant surgeon, to say, I got some good news for you, I'm dropping out of university, failed to see my good news, but I was learning so much.
Did you always think that you were an entrepreneur as a kid, or was this something that kind of just rolled up on you?
I actually think people are born as entrepreneurs. We're unique, we're quirky. I'm so ADD that I couldn't stick through school. I went to 14 schools from kindergarten to high school, college. The only diploma I have is kindergarten, true story. So I think entrepreneurs are ADD and they think differently, but where we fail is when we don't bring on an executor to help us run the business. And that's where I've gotten lucky. I got a great partner.
And that would be the tip that you tell people? Choose wisely and who you work with? Choose
wisely. It's all about people. Find the right people, treat them right, but let go. As an entrepreneur, people hold on to everything. We can't do it. I can't execute. I'm an idea guy. Find your executor and help them.
Brian Scudamore. Wow, I mean, he grew the thing really, really, really big. And as he mentioned, I'm sure there was moments where it was very stressful. I know one of the interviews, they were at one time burning $40 million a month to keep up with stuff. When he talked about hiring that wrong COO. So anyways, guys, depending on how big you're wanting to go, maybe you're just wanting to stick with 7 or 8 employees and you know that you don't have to show up early. You got a truck leader, you got a supervisor showing up. You know the jobs are going out fine, trucks are going out. You can come in, make sure everything is good to go. Check your books, check your employees, make sure everybody's happy, make sure your customers are getting the service that they're paying for, and then you can go do other ventures. You can try to focus on your baby. You can try to grow it 8 or 9 different ways. You could go venture onto other businesses, spend more time with your family, go back to school. There's a million other opportunities out there once you get your business to where it's fully running and where you could actually take days off and know that you're still going to have income coming in. Employees are going to get paid, the business is going to have extra money, things are going to be smooth and nice. So anyways, guys, once again, thank you for watching. Quick little tidbit about the Brian Scudamore there. I thought that was really cool. 1-800-GOT-JUNK, definitely somebody that I'm sure a lot of us maybe try to aspire to be, or maybe even be bigger at one point. That's a lot of logistics involved in that, but anything is possible. Things are changing every year, every decade, all right? There's new people coming in, changing the game. So I'm looking forward to watching people as this industry grows, as people get into it, as people leave. We'll see who stays, who goes. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget, give it a quick thumbs up. Check out the other videos. Check out the profile. Thanks for watching. Comment below if you got any bit of information out of this. If you did not know who 1-800-GOT-JUNK or Brian Scudamore was, maybe read that book, WTF. Anyways, guys, get out of here. Got to get in the back here. Check out the resale stuff. Be on our way.